Now on CoastTV News.
Making marijuana decisions, how Georgetown is preparing to regulate recreational pot businesses throughout the town.
Eminent domain debate after a contentious battle in Milford. The entire idea is on the chopping block.
Permanent residents, that's what Ocean City is looking for, and a program to help do that was extended today.
Ticks on the coast, tips to keep you safe from ticks when enjoying the great outdoors.
This is CoastTV News at 6.
Regulating recreational marijuana. Good evening. I'm Madeline Overturf.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our News at 6. We begin tonight with one of the few towns that's actually considering allowing marijuana businesses.
That's happening in Georgetown. An ordinance will be reviewed tonight that would allow retail marijuana shops and growing facilities. Joining us live in Georgetown is CoastTV News anchor Mallory Metzner. Mallory, Georgetown seems to be one of the only local communities set to allow marijuana businesses.
Maddie, other municipalities in Sussex County and even the town of Ocean City have restrictions in place to ban the sale and or cultivation of marijuana. But Georgetown is going over a few rules for the businesses that may be allowed to open up here. This is the draft ordinance on the town's website. It says retail marijuana stores would be allowed under these requirements. The architecture of the building must be consistent with the surrounding area. The stores could only be open from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Friday and from 10 to 5 on Saturday. Marijuana businesses would not be allowed to operate on Sundays. There are requirements for lighting, trash removal, and time limits for removing graffiti. The proposed rules prohibit drive-thrus and outdoor seating. Town manager Gene Dvornik previously said that marijuana businesses in Georgetown are a possibility. Now, tonight's meeting starts in just less than a half hour. We will have updates on Coast TV News at 11. I'm Mallory Metzner, live in Georgetown, Coast TV News.
Mallory, thank you. Staying on the topic of marijuana in Delaware, House Bill 408 is moving forward. The purpose of that is to let medical marijuana centers that already exist sell recreational marijuana as well through a new license. Licenses can be given out until November 1st and last for 4 years. If the bill is signed into law, it will start immediately.
This brings us to our Coast TV poll. We want to know, how do you think marijuana shops will affect local economy?
Let's take a look at the updated results from our 5 p.m. newscast. If you look at your screen here, we can see now 65% say it'll have a positive effect. That's gone up. The negative has stayed about the same, though neutral has gone down. Yeah,
that's really where we've seen it. We've seen people leave the neutral category and take a side here. If you haven't voted yet, you still can at coasttv.com. or use the Coast TV mobile app. Some of our viewers will remember how hot the debate got around eminent domain in Milford earlier this year. We're going to tonight be talking about a story the city council is meeting to potentially get rid of the practice in a lot of cases. Coast TV spoke with Mayor Collada, who says the review comes from the dispute over Annette Billings and her property. This was back in February. Signs like these had spread throughout the city to show support for Billings to keep her property. The billboard you see right here even went up directly ridiculing certain council members that voted in favor of taking over Billings' property. And that decision, ultimately, it got reversed.
I was originally the only person who voted against it, and I just thought it was a poor decision. It was too heavy-handed by the government, and look what it's done. It's opened up a whole new discussion around, well, wait a minute, next could be me, so.
Collada hopes to use this discussion to write protections into city code that says people in Milford will never be at risk of eminent domain for recreational development.
Happening now in Rehoboth, the city has implemented temporary traffic calming and pedestrian safety measures on King Charles Avenue for the summer. The city wants to hear from you on what you think about the pilot program. There's a survey out right now on the city's website where you can evaluate the effectiveness of new crosswalks and bump outs. The city says this will help officials determine whether these or other traffic measures on the road you see here should be built within the city.
Signs of a scary moment, but things appear to be okay. A jet ski was found adrift in the Indian River Inlet, and now there is an investigation. This morning, Bethany Beach Volunteer Fire Company responded to a jet ski just floating on the inlet's south side. The fire company says the Coast Guard arrived first but needed assistance due to the shallow water there. Other fire companies were called off after finding that no people were involved. That's the good news. According to the fire company, the keys and kill switch, those were still in the glove box. That indicates that a jet ski got loose from a dock. The incident is under investigation by the Coast Guard and DNREC Fish and Wildlife.
A proposed wind farm off our coast has garnered strong opinions on both sides. We have the latest opportunity for people to express those opinions. DNREC is hosting a public information session June 5th on U.S. Wind's plans. That will be held at Beacon Middle School from 4 to 7 p.m. in Lewis. The wind farm project involves laying cables from offshore Maryland to a substation near the Indian River Power Plant in Millsboro, affecting wetlands and coastal areas potentially. People attending the session can review permit applications and ask questions. Officials say comments are accepted until September 9th.
Dewey Beach is looking to fix some of its charters and codes. The Town Charter and Code Review Committee wants to make sure they know contractors have valid licenses before getting a town business license. They also plan to change rules about where downspouts go. That's where rain comes down from gutters. All of that to reduce water damage and improve storm water management. Another idea the committee is considering is to update green space rules to make the town prettier and better for the environment. The committee may vote to recommend all these changes to the town council tomorrow at 4 p.m.
The town of Fenwick Island is reminding people parking permits, they're available for pickup. People can pick up the permits at the Fenwick Island Police Department. They say property owners will only get one blue parking permit with 2 street parking tags. Officials ask to bring valid ID when picking up permits. That'll be from 9 to 4, Monday through Friday.
If you're just about to grab your board and head out, the Ocean City Beach Patrol has announced temporary surfing modifications for today only, allowing surfing along all beaches. Surfers must wear a leash, give right-of-way to swimmers, and stay 50 yards away from them. Skimboarders, kite surfers, windsurfers, kayaks, and paddleboarders still not allowed. The Beach Patrol will enforce these rules to ensure safety. You can find more information on the rules right on our website, coasttvnews.com.
Sussex County officials urge residents to prepare for the 2024 hurricane season, and technically it actually starts Saturday. With an above-normal season predicted by NOAA, including 17 to 25 named storms, the county advises homeowners to create disaster kits, plan evacuation routes, and secure outdoor items. Another way you can prep is by downloading a weather app that has radar and warnings, just like, our CoastTV First Alert weather app.
I've heard that's a good one. We should check that out. We are taking a live look into Ocean City right now. Just gorgeous outside. You can't beat the coast sometimes. Our First Alert Chief Meteorologist Paul Williams, he's standing by.
Now, one quick note about that app. It has real data and it's spectacular because it can go right along with you, whether you're visiting and you're going back home. It can still work where you live, and it works very well right here as well. So our Gateway Subaru camera in Ocean City, we're looking very clear, beautiful skyline. We see the waves pushing across, but we're not under any kind of a small craft advisory or any concerns about winds. We will drop down to 72 degrees by 10 o'clock under mostly clear skies. And we're going to stay clear tonight going into tomorrow. Our Bay Health camera in Milford, actually, we see the sun beaming as well, 82 degrees. Now we'll drop down to 74 by 9 o'clock and then down to 72 by 10 o'clock under mostly clear skies. And this is just how clear we are and will stay for tonight and tomorrow morning. However, come here real close. We're going to have to talk about Wednesday evening. It's a whole different ball game and a whole different animal, so to speak. We'll talk about that because the storms may be a little bit scary from time to time. But for right now, back to you, Charlie.
Paul, and speaking of scary, how about this for a parent, or even terrifying for the child involved? We have an update on a dog attack. It resulted in a 6-year-old child getting airlifted to the hospital. The attack happened Sunday night on Wilson Hill Road. Delaware Animal Services say the dog was running loose and did not belong to the child it bit. Animal welfare officers say that the owner surrendered the dog to them and received citations for multiple violations, including failure to vaccinate for rabies. Delaware Health and Social Services have not given an update on the child's condition. They say, though, it is likely the mixed breed dog will be put down.
Ocean City wants more people to call their beachside town home, and today Town Council made a program permanent that helps grow part of the population. To do that, they've been doing something called the Primary Resident Incentive Program, or PRIP for short. That helps incentivize full-time residency, with waiving up to $7,500 in certain building fees and refunding up to $2,500 in property taxes. That is something that interests some vacationers.
I'd love to come up here and have a place and be able to maybe split time between or make it a primary.
The Ocean City Council hopes keeping the program will incentivize more people to stay in Ocean City year-round.
A proposed housing development called Chapel Farm gets a little more time. Sussex County approved a 6-month extension for the 128-unit housing project, which includes homes, roads, and parking. Delays were due to Route 1 construction in Milton. Final approvals are expected after June. The Planning Commission backed this decision.
Good traffic news for Georgetown. The Park Avenue Road, the brand new one, it opened today. That's around the airport. DelDOT started it in 2022. The goal is to make the road safer and get trucks going from Route 113 to 9 out of the downtown area. The project includes a new intersection and roundabout at South Bedford Street and Aero Safety Road. DelDOT says it addresses safety and also allows for an expanded runway at Delaware Coastal Airport.
Drivers, listen up. Starting June 4th, there's a traffic change in Millville. The intersection of Burbage Road and Powell Farm Road, that's going to have stop signs in every direction. Workers will be there from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. putting up the new signs and marking the pavement if weather allows. DelDOT asked drivers to slow down and watch for flaggers. They're going to be helping guide everybody through the area.
Milton's community is invited to get involved in shaping the town's future. DelDOT and Milton are hosting an open house June 4th from 5 to 7 at Milton Elementary. This is specifically on the Milton Transportation Plan and Route 16 corridor study. Attendees can learn, share ideas, and provide feedback on future transportation. Comments for the study and plan are being accepted until July 5th. And we are just getting started.
Print it out and grab your resume for a job fair at the food bank. We have the details on an upcoming event in Milford.
And we want to let you know things are clear for right now, but we indeed have some rain on the way for Wednesday evening, so stick around for that update to the forecast.
To learn about ticks along the coast and how to protect yourself outdoors, we're back in just 60 seconds.
Hey everyone, I'm Terry, the plant care manager with AC Plant and Turf. Today I want to address an issue that a lot of homeowners are dealing with, and that's crepe myrtle bark scale, or CMBS. Like other scales, CMBS is a tiny insect that feeds on the sap of plants, which leads to the growth of black sooty mold. They can be found in the crevices on trunks or in the unions of branches and twigs. To find out more information or to schedule a consultation, please visit acplantandturf.com today.
What parent doesn't want the best for their kids?
Kids always want the best.
Tillman Orthodontics makes it possible.
We'll reach out to your insurance for you
And provide interest-free in-house financing.
Free financing for my whole treatment.
Parents love free financing.
And we make it fun for kids too.
It's actually fun here.
We have a movie theater.
Jamie makes me laugh.
You could say our patients come here for the smiles.
Call Tillman Orthodontics for your free consultation with free digital x-rays.
It's easier than you think.
This is Coast TV News at 6.
We've all heard of them. Most of us have even seen them firsthand. Those are ticks.
I don't want to see that anymore. Our meteorologist Alex Seymour, though, looked into ticks along the coast and how to keep yourself protected when you get outdoors.
Warmer weather has returned, and with that comes the return of those nasty insects like ticks. May is Tick Awareness Month, and it becomes vitally important going forward during the warmer season that anytime that you're spending any time outside in the wooded areas or in taller grassy meadows, that you start using that insect repellent, preferably an insect repellent with at least 20% of an active ingredient, just to help protect yourself against those nasty insects. Delaware is home to at least 5 commonly found ticks. Lone Star ticks, which can be found in a variety of habitats and cause alpha-gall syndrome, which results in a red meat allergy. Deer ticks, which are found in wooded areas and responsible for Lyme disease. American dog ticks, which are commonly found in meadows and mainly are attracted to animals. Gulf Coast ticks, which is commonly found in wetlands and meadows. and the Asian longhorn tick, which inhabits a variety of habitats. Even if you don't think you have to worry about ticks, there's a good chance you still need to take precautions.
Unless you stay inside permanently, you're always at risk of ticks. I live in Dover, and I get them on me in my backyard.
Even with all these ticks in the state, you shouldn't let that keep you away from the beauty of the outdoors. It just means that precautions need to be taken when getting outside.
During tick season, the best advice I could give is to avoid the tall grass, stay on the paths, check yourself regularly. And what I do when I'm out in the field all day and when I get home, I remove my clothing, put it in a hot wash, take a shower, and I check myself.
Another good tip to follow is to wear light-colored clothing and shoes, which allows you to more easily see ticks that may get onto you. I'm meteorologist Alex Seymour, Coast TV News.
So, take a look at your golf forecast, preferably without dealing with any ticks, right? Listen, we're going to have absolutely gorgeous golf weather in the morning. I'm going to say that again, in the morning, because early tee time is best, because by the afternoon, all bets are off for you getting in a full 9 holes after lunchtime. I'm just saying, you might squeeze it in, but morning is best.
Who is your favorite judge?
Pick me.
Simon.
What? Simon, I bet you're better at throwing.
AGT, tonight on NBC and Peacock.
Joel, are you ready?
No. Tonight.
Felon.
America's favorite guessing game, Jellin. Return. Jellin, like a felon.
It's not even a word, Joel.
You never said I couldn't just make up words. Password returns tonight on NBC and Peacock.
At FH Fur, we know that a dripping faucet isn't just a nuisance. It's your home crying for help. That's why we say no to dispatch fees and goodbye to diagnostic charges. With our Get a Plumber in Your Home for Free promise, we focus on what really matters, solving your plumbing woes. Whether it's a stubborn clog, a running toilet, or a water heater on the fritz, we bring knowledge, experience, and professionalism right to your doorstep, free.
Call Fur. FH Fur. FHFur.com.
It's sign and drive time at both IG Burton GMC locations in Lewis and Glen Burnie. Drive home in a new GMC Terrain with 0 down payment, 0 first month's payment, and 0 security deposit. Or take advantage of discounts up to $87.50 off GMC Sierra 1500 trucks. Or take $72.50 off a new GMC Terrain. Plus 1.9% APR and no payments for 3 months available. When it comes to discounting GMCs in Delaware or Maryland, nobody beats a Burton deal. Nobody.
Find savings everywhere you turn. Memorial Day savings are extended at Johnny Janosic. Get Delaware's guaranteed lowest prices on furniture and mattresses, then take an extra 20% off. Or 0% APR financing for 60 months. Get this beautiful 5-piece dining set, now only $1499.95. Or this traditional sofa, now only $699.95. But the Memorial Day sale ends Monday, only at Johnny Janosic.
Coast TV and the First Alert Weather Team. Your safety, our commitment.
Beautiful weather for now, beautiful weather for tonight, beautiful weather for tomorrow morning. Not so pretty for tomorrow afternoon, and I'll explain exactly why. Our Tyndall's Casual Furniture, sunlight beaming beautifully in Ocean City, 79 degrees. We'll dip to 75 by 9 o'clock under mostly clear skies. Take a look at how things are nicely into the 80s everywhere. We're at 81 in Seaford, Delmar, Greenwood, Milton, and we're at 82 in Lewis, Indian River Inlet, Bethany Beach, and 83 right now in Rehoboth. We are clear with our radar. And we've had one trough that's pushed across We have another one that's actually over to our west. Let me widen the scope so you can see this a little bit better. See, this is the trough that's actually just to our west, and we're looking for a freckled pattern is what I like to call it, because that's the pattern that we're looking as far as the rain is concerned as it moves towards us. Now, we had somewhat of a breezy day because we recorded 25-mile-per-hour winds in gust in Cambridge, 1 mile per hour shy of that in Salisbury, and like basically generally 20-mile-per-hour winds in general. Now, our high today, 82 degrees. 78 is the norm, and 98 the record, which was set in 1991. We not only had 82 in Georgetown, but also in Salisbury, Easton, and in Cambridge. 86 in Ocean City, by the way. But if you're sneezing and wheezing, it's probably because of the cut grass. We're still at a very high to extreme level of that. As far as the weeds are concerned, low levels, and the pollens as a result of the trees blooming and all that, that's gone from high down to medium. So it's getting better in some categories. Our future cast, 9:30 tonight, we have temperatures in the 70s. Now, as we progress here, you'll notice by 5:30 Wednesday, we're clear. Temps in the 60s along the coast, 50s inland. Then, for Wednesday evening, about 7 o'clock, we see widespread rain for everybody. An isolated thunderstorm possibly down in Fenwick Island. Then a secondary wave will hit by 11 o'clock from Georgetown down to Selbyville, and that'll be moving very rapidly at about probably 35 to 40 miles per hour. Now, that's the most northern portion of our viewing area. We're going to Thursday and to Friday, we stay clear. So Wednesday evening is going to be our target time for the best opportunity for scattered showers. We take a look at later tonight, 69 in Ocean City and in Ocean Pine, 68 in Berlin at 11:30. Wednesday morning, 62 degrees. Wednesday afternoon by 3 o'clock, 70s, upper 70s as you go inland, but clear with winds out of the south. Then by 6 o'clock, here comes that wave of rain with embedded thunderstorms in Princess Anne and Pocomoke, and heavier showers pushing across by 7 o'clock, and then a secondary wave by 10:30. With all that in mind, here's a look at your extended forecast. Remember, Wednesday is a precise time to expect that rain, mainly 5:30 to 7:30 in the evening.
Delaware's carry-in, carry-out policy has a dramatic decrease in trash removal cost at state parks. This year marks the 30th year of the policy, which took trash cans out of state parks, forcing visitors to take their trash with them when they leave. While there are no trash cans available, the state parks do offer those trash bags to visitors who need them. That's to help enforce this policy and maintain clean environments.
Time to get those resumes ready. The Food Bank of Delaware will hold a summer job and resource fair in Milford. That's June 6th from 11 to 3. The fair will feature more than 30 vendors, including local employers looking to hire and community organizations with resources to help Delawareans.
The Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
A local showdown in the Delaware softball state semifinals tomorrow. Sussex Central faces Cape. The Golden Knights are hoping to win their 13th straight game. The Vikings are coming off a 10-run victory over St. Mark's. Back in April, Central defeated Cape by 1 run. This matchup starts at 4 p.m. Wednesday. To this week's episode of Into the Trenches, the Wildcat Legacy. The team looks to carry on with the Delmar community behind them as they prepare for the rest of the season after the tragic accident that claimed the life of Wildcat Carter Figgs.
On the next Into the Trenches.
They can't get you.
You can see in their eyes that they had a new purpose.
Come on, good pocket, good pocket.
We're trying to do the best we can with the circumstances. Coach Dorsey has always said this, these are when the games really count.
I don't know what to expect at that game. Put one foot in front of the other and just do what needs to be done.
And it sounds like
Into the Trenches, the Wildcat Legacy, Thursday at 7:30 on Delmarva Sports Network.
That'll do it for sports. Have a great night.
Meet the Compass Memory Care at the Lodge at Historic Lewis. From front door to back porch, every inch is thoughtfully and intentionally designed with your loved ones in mind. Our signature New Directions program combines proven methods of care with innovative and individualized approaches that engage and empower our residents every day. We're here to support our residents as well as their loved ones because caring for those that are deeply forgetful is challenging. Schedule a personal tour of the Compass Memory Care today.
Download the free CoastTV First Alert weather app today.
America's favorite car show makes its Dover debut with cool cars, cool people, and good time. It's the first ever Good Guys First Grundy Insurance Mid-Atlantic National, and it's all happening June 7th through the 9th at Dover Motor Speedway. Check out over 2,000 of the Northeast's baddest classics on display. And don't miss Good Guys CPP Autocross racing action, a tire smoke and burnout competition, Nitro Thunderfest, a huge swap meet and vendor midway, live music, and so much more. And it's all going down June 7th through the 9th at Dover Motor Speedway. Get details at good-guys.com.
Trade in your spring cleaning gloves for a mold-resistant, easy-to-maintain tub or shower with Coastal Bath, the #1 Bath Planet dealer in the Northeast and Mid-Atlantic region, with countless 5-star reviews, including best of the best in the nation, and backed by the Good Housekeeping Seal 2-year money-back guarantee. Spring savings time, enjoy 18 months of no payments and no interest, plus $1,500 off your new bathroom remodel. Why wait? You too can have a 5-star bathroom. Call Coastal Bath today for your free estimate.
Lowe's knows you're kicking off summer hosting, so we're kicking off summer savings. Shop deals for every gathering this Memorial Day and get savings on all the items you need to jumpstart the season. And with the My Lowe's Rewards credit card, you can save 5% every day. Shop now at Lowe's.
Have fun and enjoy Delmarva's Coast with Petey the Peacock, sharing joy coast-wide. Know where he's going to be next and get his free coloring book at peteythepeacock.com. Sponsored by Tidal Health.
This summer, pack your bags and head to Ocean City, Maryland for free family fun all summer long. Watch beach movies, build sandcastles, and gaze at colorful kites, all completely free. Bust a move from the beach to the bay with beach dance parties, Sunset Park party nights, and Sundays in the park with fireworks, all completely free. Enjoy arts and crafts, discover Ocean City's history, and be in awe of acrobatic stunts at the circus, all completely free. So get going. Family memories are waiting to be made in Ocean City, Maryland. Plan your trip now at OCOcean.com.
WRDE First Alert Weather, brought to you by Ocean City, Maryland.
Our dry take cameras indicating just how clear and calm everything is and shall stay for the rest of the day. And now, keep in mind, we're looking very clear with our live radar and not posing a problem. Call our line. It's sponsored by Baird, Mandela's, Bruckstedt, and Federico. Your forecast is just a call away. Here's a look at your Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling exclusive 10-day forecast. Rain on Wednesday, but it's Wednesday afternoon, late afternoon, and Wednesday evening.
It looks great, though. Thanks, Paul, and thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 6.
We're going to see you later tonight for Coast TV News at 11. Have a great evening.